Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Geopolitical Views. Today, we are diving into a complex and long-standing issue that has garnered global attention for decades, the Israel-Palestine conflict. We'll be exploring the historical background, key causes, and potential paths towards peace. Remember, this topic can be sensitive, so let's approach it with an open mind and a focus on understanding. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is one of the world's longest-running conflicts, dating back 56 years to the Israeli occupation of the West Bank and Gaza Strip. Various efforts have been made to resolve the conflict as part of the Israeli-Palestinian peace process. Public declarations of Jewish claims to a homeland in Palestine, including the First Zionist Congress of 1897 and the 1917 Balfour Declaration, created initial tensions in the region. At the time, there was a small Jewish minority in the region, although it was growing through significant Jewish immigration. Following the implementation of the Mandate for Palestine, which included a mandatory obligation on the British government to establish a national home for the Jews in Palestine, these tensions turned into sectarian conflict between Jews and Arabs. Initial attempts to resolve the conflict culminated in the 1947 United Nations Partition Plan for Palestine and the 1947 to 1949 Palestine War, which triggered the broader Arab-Israeli conflict. The current Israeli-Palestinian status quo began after the Israeli occupation of the Palestinian territories in the Six-Day War of 1967. Despite the long-term peace process, Israelis and Palestinians have been unable to reach a final peace agreement. With the Oslo Accords of 1993-1995, progress was made toward a two-state solution, but today Palestinians are still subject to Israeli military occupation of the Gaza Strip and 165 islands in the West Bank. The main issues that have blocked further progress are security, borders, water rights, control of Jerusalem, Israeli settlements, Palestinian freedom of movement, and the Palestinian right of return. The region, rich in historical, cultural and religious sites of worldwide interest, has been the subject of numerous international conferences on conflict violence, historical rights, security issues and human rights, and has been a major influence on tourism in general. The element has been access to highly contested areas. There have been many attempts at a two-state solution, including the creation of an independent Palestinian state alongside the State of Israel. In 2007, a majority of both Israelis and Palestinians, according to several polls, preferred a two-state solution to any other solution to the conflict. Within Israeli and Palestinian society, the conflict creates different views and opinions. It highlights the deep divisions that exist not only between Israelis and Palestinians, but within every society. A hallmark of the conflict is the level of violence that was witnessed virtually throughout its duration. Fighting has been carried out by regular armies, paramilitary groups, terrorist cells and individuals. Casualties were not limited to the army alone, with large numbers of civilian casualties on both sides. Prominent international actors are involved in this conflict. The majority of Jews see the Palestinian demand for an independent state as fair and think that Israel can agree to the establishment of such a state. A majority of Palestinians and Israelis in the West Bank and Gaza Strip prefer a two-state solution. Mutual mistrust and significant differences over fundamental issues deepen, such as mutual skepticism about the other party's commitment to uphold obligations in a final agreement. The two sides currently engaged in direct negotiations are the Israeli government, led by Naftali Bennett, and the Palestine Liberation Organization, PLO, led by Mahmoud Abbas. Formal negotiations are mediated by an international force, known as the Quartet on the Middle East, represented by a special envoy, consisting of the United States, Russia, the European Union and the United Nations. The Arab League is another important player, which has proposed an alternative peace plan. Egypt, a founding member of the Arab League, has historically been a key participant. Jordan has been a key participant even after announcing its claim to the West Bank in 1988 and taking a special role in the Muslim holy sites in Jerusalem. Since 2006, the Palestinian side has been torn apart by conflict between two major factions, Fatah, the traditionally dominant party, and its later electoral rival, Hamas, which also functions as a militant organization. After Hamas' electoral victory in 2006, the Quartet made future foreign aid to the Palestinian National Authority, PA, conditional on the future government's non-violence, recognition of the State of Israel, and acceptance of previous agreements. Hamas rejected these demands, which resulted in the Quartet suspending its foreign aid program and imposing economic sanctions on the part of the Israelis. A year later, following Hamas' takeover of the Gaza Strip in June 2007, the territory officially recognized as the PA was divided between Fatah in the West Bank and Hamas in the Gaza Strip. The division of governance between the parties resulted in the end of PA's two-party rule. However, in 2014, a Palestinian coalition government consisting of both Fatah and Hamas was formed. The latest round of peace talks began in July 2013 and was suspended in 2014. In May 2021, amid rising tensions, the 2021 Israel-Palestine crisis began with protests that escalated into rocket attacks from Gaza and Israeli airstrikes. In conclusion, the Israel-Palestine conflict is a multifaceted issue with deep historical roots and complex grievances. It's crucial that we approach this topic with empathy, a willingness to learn, and a commitment to promoting peace. By understanding the complexities and exploring potential solutions, we can contribute to a better future for all those affected by this conflict. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating explorations of our world's important events.